The second and final test of Pakistan's tour of Sri Lanka will begin on the 24th of July at the Sinhalese Sports Club Grounds in Colombo. Having lost the first test by 4 wickets, Sri Lanka will have a lot of work to do coming into the second, especially with valuable home series test championship points on the line. The batting, apart from Dhananjay De Silva, was disappointing, while the fielding too left a lot to be desired. Pakistan barely got over the line chasing 131, and will know that if Sri Lanka had managed a few more runs in either innings, a win would not have come as easy. Sri Lanka's batting was poor in both innings, but especially in the first, when they won the toss and opted to bat. The top order was swept away by the Pakistani quicks, but many came through loose shots instead of unplayable deliveries. The inability to stay at the crease came back to haunt them, especially seeing how well the Pakistani tail-enders managed to negotiate the conditions and the Sri Lankan bowlers. The fielding is another area of focus for Sri Lanka, one that ultimately proved to be a difference between the two sides, with Pakistan claiming nearly every chance that came their way, while Sri Lanka dropped a couple of straightforward ones, which would have stopped the visitors' comeback in its tracks. A long-time issue for Sri Lanka is also the inability to clean up the tail quick enough, with Pakistan's last 4 wickets costing 183 runs in the first innings of the first test.
With Dandex every day, no problem any day. Go forward with freedom of mind.
The likes of Kamindu Mendis and Pathum Nissanka are waiting in the wings, but Sri Lanka are unlikely to make any changes to their batting lineup. If we do see a change in their 11, it will be in the bowling department, with Asitha Fernando a strong candidate to make a comeback despite not being in the original squad, while the option of 3 spinners could also be looked at. Pakistan would most likely go unchanged, with all of their players contributing in some form over the first test. This means that Vice-Captain Mohammad Rizwan will continue to be benched. Among active players, Angelo Matthews and Dimuth Karunaratne are two who have made the most runs at the SSC. After Sri Lanka's dismal performance with the bat in the first test, the experienced duo will want to step up and put in a much better effort in Colombo in what is a must-win game for the hosts. Babar Azam had a rare test without runs in Galle, but will be determined to finish the tour on a high. The right-hander has enjoyed playing Sri Lanka and will know that big runs from him would put Pakistan in a winning position. The SSC hasn't hosted a test since 2018, with Galle being the preferred venue post-Covid. The track at the SSC have been good for batting since being relayed a few years ago, and should continue to suit the batters here too. Showers are expected from time to time during the week, so a few interruptions to the game can be expected.